Anna, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you guys can't tell by the title, I graduated university. It's over for me. I'm an adult and it sucks, but I thought I'd talk about my experience at Western University, where I went, and just talk about it because, you know, after 4 years I feel like I'm kind of knowledgeable, so let's get right into it, baby. Alright, so first of all, I just wanted to talk about what I did there. So I went to Western for BMOS, and I specialized in accounting. So my path that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working towards my CPA. If you guys ever want to like know about that, that is going to be a completely different video, because let me tell you, it is not easy. But I'm very proud of myself, very happy about the path that I'm going down, and confident that after I get my designation, I feel like that'll be the path that I'll go down for the rest of my life. But yeah, so you go into social science, but you choose BMOS, and you just need to keep a 65 cumulative average every single year to be able to continue in the program. But then for CPA, there's different requirements, so that's something you have to look into. And again, I can talk in another video about, but I got all the stuff needed and necessary. Okay, so I feel like the first thing I should talk about is why I personally chose Western University. So I did graduate high school a semester early, so I ended up graduating technically in December because I had all my credits, and not in June or whenever people usually graduate. So I was kind of already out of like the whole mindset. I applied to universities and everything like that, and I know a lot of my friends, like, they did so much research, like they had Excel sheets, pros and cons, and I don't know, I'm more of like a go with the flow type of gal. My brother went to Queens, so I honestly was kind of drawn to their program. Western and Queens are really well renowned for their business schools. I also was really considering Laurier, but I did apply to like all schools, U of T, everything like that. Background, my average going in to applying for university, I think I had around like a 92 average. So I did have a pretty decent average going in, and at Western I did get, I think it was like a $2,000 scholarship going in because I had an average over, I think it was like 90 or something like that. But with that average I did get accepted into all universities, so that was super nice. But the reason I chose Western, honestly, was I was gonna go to Queens, and I really liked it there, except I just felt like it was too small of a school for me. I'm from Toronto, like I've always loved like big schools. I really liked the vibe there of the old like buildings. I just felt like it was really small. And then I went to Laurier, and I just felt like it just, I don't know why, for me I just didn't really like the vibe. I like tried out for the swim team there, they were recruiting me and they really wanted me to go there, but I just for some reason like didn't resonate with the campus. I feel like it was too like new for me. And then the only other campus I went to was Western, and I went there and I automatically was like done, like sold, just because it seemed like such a big school, but I had that like cool old building vibe. And I remember I was like, done, I want to go here. And my mom was like, you never really went to any other schools. Like I saw Laurier when I went there for like their swimming recruitment camps, and I went to Queens when I did their swimming recruitment camp / my brother went there, so I visited it before. And I was like, no, I just feel like I want to go here. So I decided that I was gonna go there that day. Like I kind of always like already was like, I guess I'll go there. And then I went because mom was like, you need to go check it out again, and we saw it, and I was like, done, sold, like accepted my offer then, and I never looked back, and I'm still happy with the choice. So I did for first year stay in Saugeen Maitland Hall. My roommate Sabina and I, we kind of had a mutual friend going into university, so we ended up wanting to live together and requested each other. So it was kind of nice having like just like a known person that you're going to be living with instead of stressing about who you're going to live with. But we were still kind of new, so it was exciting for each other. But she kind of did all the research again, like into the residences, and I just chose whatever she chose, and I'm pretty sure we put Saugeen as our last option, and it's known as like the party res. And I think whoever put it first, they didn't want to give it to them because they thought they were choosing it for partying. So we ended up getting it, and I like, again, I didn't really like care. I'm just more of like go with the flow, like everything will work out, everything happens for a reason. And it was so fun, 100% recommend. Some of my friends that stayed in other reses kind of didn't like it as much just because they felt as if they didn't get to know their floor as much. Like my friend group that I'm still friends with today, there's like 30 of us, lived on my floor, which is 2 mid, and then like 2 high, and was it called 2 high, 2 low, 2 mid, 2 up? two up. And then there was just some other like people that were in Saugeen that we kind of met. Actually, even my ex-boyfriend and I, like, we met like in Saugeen. That's how we were part of the friend group. Like, it was just great. You kind of got to know people really quickly because there was like a lounge and all the shebang. So I would definitely recommend that, just because you get to know people a lot faster. Of course, you have to like do a shared bathroom. Like, there's a girl's bathroom and there's a boy's bathroom, but I don't know, like, it's, I think, pros and cons. Like, I think the pros really outweigh the cons, and the like food was decent. Okay, so another thing that I kind of really liked about Western was like a big thing that I've always told people. Like, I know this is kind of all over the place, but you guys can also send me questions. I can do another video about this. But was Western, I know, is kind of known as like a party school, but it's honestly like it's so like this work hard, play hard, 100%. All of my friends, at least that I had, like, we studied so much, but we also did have a lot of fun. So it was never like too much, like, I feel like there was always a balance. It never felt like, oh my gosh, like all we're doing is partying, I'm not studying. But you did still have a lot of fun. And like, of course, our FOCO and like HOCO are like so well known, so much fun, like such a highlight. And I obviously graduated when coronavirus hit, so that kind of sucked. Like, I did not get a real graduation, which was kind of hard to accept because like obviously it's a very exciting thing, and like university just seems like such a huge deal. But yeah, I'm kind of more happy that we got our last FOCO instead of like our grad, because to me that's more like insane. I think it might also be I'm not as upset about the graduation because I am going towards my CPA designation, so I still have like another big milestone of mine when I do get that designation, hopefully in 3 years. That will be like a huge thing for me, so graduating undergrad is just like another step closer to it. But it would still have been fun to like celebrate with friends and like just do a one last hurrah, and now we're just all quarantined inside. So I think another thing that probably is like in general, so for accounting, I always knew I was gonna go do my CPA. Like, my dad's a CPA and I just kind of wanted to always go into business, and that was just the route I was gonna take. So I knew that since first year I was going to do my CPA. So that's why I chose accounting. If anyone wants to know, I do think accounting is a lot of numbers obviously, but going into business, like, it's going to be numbers. Like, let's be realistic here. But, so for, I guess for living, I'll talk about that. So obviously first year I lived in Saugeen with my friend Savina, and then in second year I lived with my roommate Savina again, and then two girls in our floor named Ashley and Kaylin. And the only reason we didn't live with Nicole that year, which you've definitely seen Nicole, you know, we lived with her third and fourth year because she has been in a lot of my videos. Go check her out, Nicole June, love you. But yeah, she has a YouTube channel too. But we just like didn't know each other like that well. Like, it's kind of stressful because like in first year, like if you don't know that many people on your floor yet, like you start looking in October, November, like you just met these people and you're like agreeing to live with them for like a year after that, and like you don't technically know them fully. We got lucky, but we just didn't know Nicole. Like, we didn't really get close with her until like December, and we already signed our lease. But that's why, like, right when we moved in second year into our different houses, we knew third and fourth year we wanted to live with Nicole, so we were like going to for sure move already, which was something nice to look forward to. But second year we lived on a bus route, so like right across from our bus stop, so we always bus to school. But then third and fourth year we actually were so close to walk to campus. It was still like 20-minute walk, like 15-20, sometimes 30, depending what building you were in. But I honestly would recommend that more. It sucked with the bus just because sometimes buses wouldn't show, or like buses would be early or late, and if you miss it and you're going at that certain time, like, it's scary. Like, you'd miss your class, you could miss your exam, like all that type of stuff. But when you live that close to campus that you can walk, you do have the option to walk to the bus stop or just walk there. And what I liked, like, I think I took the bus once in my third and fourth year because I just preferred walking to campus, because I always knew if I left at that certain time it would take me that long to get to that building. I'd never be late for class, and I was just always very paranoid about being late for class. Profs also, like, in business you have participation, and like you still want to mess up your mark, but I enjoyed that better. But there are pros and cons to both. But you have to kind of know that, like, if you're taking the bus, like, you have to give yourself a lot more time, and when you're walking, like, you know exactly how long it's going to take you, and you can kind of like rush it. You can't go to a bus driver and be like, step on the gas, brother, like. So another thing, I guess, sorry, this is all over the place, but it was more like living in res or off campus. I know it's like a very like hard question to answer because it's definitely like dependent on your financial situation, but if you can stay in res, I 100% would recommend it. I know that it is an extra bit of money, of course, like more expensive than living off campus, but I would recommend it so much. Like literally all of my university friends I met from my floor, like my friend group that I met in first year, were still like that 30, like yeah, like there's like 30 of us that literally go to pre's, hang out, do everything together all throughout 4 years of university, and like we're still all really close. And if I didn't go to res, I wouldn't have met them, and I think it just would have been a lot harder to like adjust into the university life if I didn't have that stable friend group, because it just would have been harder. I definitely did join clubs because I wanted to get to know more people. I joined a sorority. I was part of Alpha Omicron Pi at Western. I actually was really involved in my first to third year until I went on exchange, and then I was alum. But that was also great to meet girls. And I just like would join clubs. Like clubs are literally like $5, and it's like a great way to get to know people if you can't do res, and also like great for your resume. So like all around like a great thing. All right, so I guess like I'll kind of just do a concluding thing. I feel like it's like, I don't know, like I'm just like trying to answer questions like I think people would know. I'm definitely going to be doing another video that I've already written notes for like tips for incoming freshmen and like what I've learned the past 4 years, because like I know that like I definitely can give you guys some tips that like you guys don't have to figure out, that I've already figured out for you. But I think just like my overall opinion of Western after graduating from it was I freaking loved it. Western was literally the best school for me. I'm so happy I went. I know like some of my friends like found it big and overwhelming, and then they got used to it if you like find the buildings. But for me, like being from Toronto, like I always wanted to go to a big school, but out of the city, it was like, it's just a beautiful campus. Like I love the buildings, and it just made me happy to be like there. I felt like they're pretty good. Like obviously like there's good and bad things to every university, but I really feel like I loved my experience, and I never like wanted to ever change schools or something like that. Again, like I was very lucky and like blessed to like have like a really good and close friend group in university, which definitely like added to my experience. But I overall like would 100% like recommend Western. It was such a fun time. Like if you, I don't know if like you're serious, like people are serious about their academics there, but are also like so fun. Like I feel like you don't have to like give up like your academics to like have fun, and you don't have to give having fun to like have good academics. I feel like there's a really good balance at that school. Of course, it's like also big on who you surround yourself with. But Western was like a really great school. I wish I could just go back in time and start all over again. It was the best 4 years of my life, and I'm so sad that I'm old now and I'm done university. I really feel like I started first year literally last year. Like it's really sad actually. I'm getting sad. Like that's how much I liked it. But no, it's sad. Like I feel like I literally like remember like my parents like dropping me off at Saugeen and then literally being like, get out of the car, and I'm like, I'm nervous, like I don't know how I'm gonna meet people, and like looking at now like how I've made like lifelong friends, and like that was just like a blip in time. I know like when people tell you that university will fly by, it's true. Like sometimes you'll feel like during exams like this just feels like the longest time ever, but then you look back and be like, oh wait, I'm sorry, what? Like I thought I just started, like how am I done? Like please don't make me be done university. It's just such a fun time of your life, and I'm so excited for you guys. If you guys are watching something about going to Western or any university, it's such an amazing time of your life, and I'm so excited for you guys. Please like DM me on Instagram, I'll link that down below, or comment down below if you have any questions. Like I'll definitely answer them. I could also make another video going in depth about like certain things you guys want to know, but I just wanted to like chat with you guys about like my experience at Western, and obviously it was really good. But I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more videos from me, subscribe down below. And other than that, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Love you all. Bye.